Hey guys, Abdul here with 615 Auto, and today I'm going to show y'all how to do an oil change. So the main things you're going to need is a jack stand, a wrench to take off the drain bolt, the oil and filter, something to catch the oil, and an old dirty rag in case you make a mess. And if you'll be doing this on a 2006 to 2011 Honda Civic Si, you'll need to remove this front wheel, so you'll need a 19mm wrench to take off the wheel. So the first thing you're going to want to do is jack up the car. Also, don't forget to put your jack stand. So next, what you're going to want to do is get under the hood and open up the fill cap. That will help the airflow better and allow as much oil, as much old oil to come out as possible. So go on and open that. And just set it right on the side like that. So now, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get up under the car and loosen up the drain bolt so all the oil can drain down. If you have one of these ratcheting wrenches, they come in handy. They make the whole job a lot easier. Be careful doing this because it is hot. Make sure you have your drain pan lined up to catch all the oil. You want to keep on adjusting this to meet up with the oil so none leaks on your ground. So once all the oil starts dripping, you can go back underneath and tighten up the drain plug. You don't want to tighten this too much. Next, you want to remove the oil filter. The oil filter on this specific car is in a really weird and tight place. It's behind the front passenger wheel, so you do have to remove the wheel if you are working on 2006 to 2011 Honda Civic Si. So here we go. I'm gonna try to go on and remove it. I like to get a rag, cover up right under the filter so none of the oil drips on the rubber boots and damages anything. And you want to make sure that your drain pan is aligned underneath as well. Here's the oil filter. Next, you want to go on and replace your oil filter. What you want to check for on the old oil filter is to make sure it still has this rubber gasket right here. Because if that rubber gasket gets stuck on the car and you double up the gaskets, it's not going to be a good day for you and your car. So make sure that old oil filter, that the gasket is still attached to it. What I like to do is I like to pour just a little oil in the filter like that, then get some of that oil and rub it around the gasket, so it makes a good seal and it makes it easier for it to come off the next time your car is due for an oil change. So just make sure you get it all over the gasket and inside, just like that. You can go on and install this new oil filter. Just go on and install it, and just do this really slowly so you don't strip any of the threads that are on there. A little tight down there. When it comes to installing this, you only want to tighten this on hand tight, and one extra turn, and that should be good. So once you've drained all the oil, tighten up the plug, remove the filter, put the new filter on, make sure everything's tight. You can go on and let the car down. Finally, we can add our oil. This specific car calls for 4.6 quarts of oil. To find out what your car takes, you can call a dealer or just look in your owner's manual. So I'm gonna pour just a little, then 4.6 in, and start the car up, let it run for a minute, then cut it off, let it sit, and then check the level. It's always easier to add than to take some out, trust me. And a good tip is, once you've poured the first quart in, take a look under the car to make sure nothing's leaking. And in this case, nothing's leaking and it looks all good. So pour in the called amount that your vehicle requires. I'm gonna go on and pour in what I'm supposed to, and I'll get back with you. Okay, so now guys, I poured the oil in there, and I'm gonna go turn the car on, let it run for a few minutes, then come back and check the level. Okay guys, so the car has ran for a little bit, and I'm gonna go on and check the level. First, you want to pull out the dipstick, give it a good wipe, put it back in, pull out, check it. It's right where it's supposed to be. It's a little hard to tell that it's up there because it's so clean, but it is. So thank you guys, and I hope this video helped you out a lot.